Should be good. Just checking everything. That's good. That's good. That's good. And we're live. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be out there in TV land. Boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another RSG Lunch Hour. I'm your host with the most, Ranger J 1999, and I'm glad that you are here as we sit around and talk shop about our favorite game, and yours too, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're going to have some fun. We're going to sit here and just talk about the game. We're going to answer questions. If you do have a question, the way it works, we will scoop up questions, is if you have a question for us, all you need to do is put your question in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. We'll go ahead and scoop that up and we'll answer your question. But make sure you put question in front of your statement. It's very important because we use Nightbot, and that's the only way that we are going to find it out there. Also, if you're out there in chat, say hello, say hi, whatever time of day it is. We like to shout out everybody out that's out there in the chat. So make sure you say hi out there. Joining me today for this epic journey, we've got the Big Deal, the Chicken Chaser, the French Tickler, the Brown Gandalf, the Government Wi-Fi Stiller, Grande Pappy Babyface Patron.
What's up? It's your boy Grande Verga Pappy Patron coming at you with a live stream I had nothing to do with.
No, he really doesn't.
But I will take full credit for it, and I am fired up today.
Yes.
Ranger J 1999. I'm so fired up I almost called you by your birth name.
Let's do that today. Let's just do that. Travis, how are you today, Travis?
Yes. Josh, I'm fired up, man. I'm not even kidding you, Josh. I'm fired the frick up right now. I'm fired up. I'm fired up and I'm triggered.
All right, well, we're going to get into the why in just a second. But a couple more things you can see if you would like to make a donation to the channel. You can see we've got Vader's Cup of Plenty sitting in the middle of the screen there. And that's if you guys want to make a donation. We got all kinds of fun stuff that will drop up from the sky when you make a donation. You got Porgs, you got poop-filled little baby rangers. Everyone loves the baby rangers falling from the sky and causing mischief. And then $20 or more gets you the yodeling pickle, which is one of Auntie Dumpling's favorites. She loves the pickles. I'm just saying, she just all the time she's talking about the damn pickle. So if you'd like to see the pickle,
what can I say? We got a girl that likes pickles.
Yeah, she loves the pickles. I'm like, I was talking to her the other day. I'm like, ouch, you let the pickle go. She's like, I want a pickle. I'm like, but you gotta let go of the jar to get the pickle. She's like, I don't care. I want the pickle. And I was like, okay. See, there she goes. Pickles out. There she's out. She's already talking about pickles in the chat, Grande. It's already out. Yep. She's fired up as well.
I'm walking around here in real life with my pickle out. So there you go.
That's right. Is it a dill or is it a sweet pickle? What kind of pickle you got there, Grande?
Oh, it's definitely a dill. It's definitely a dill.
All right, so also give us a thumbs up for the video. We got 38 people watching right now. Please give us a thumbs up on the video. It does help with monetization and to get our content out there. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do all kinds of live streaming, so make sure you do that. Make sure you follow us on Twitch and subscribe on Twitch. Typically we do our GAC there, but it's the last GAC for a while, Grande. I'm just gonna miss Kyber. I did the math. I'm like, even if I win today,
what?
Yeah, I'm just gonna miss Kyber. It's okay. I really don't care because we've kicked ass through this whole GAC, right? I just 1 or 2 battles I lost here or there. I think 2. It's gonna keep me from Kyber. Yeah. I thought we had another week, so
that's kind of what I'm triggered about a little bit.
Yeah.
What I'm been out of shape about is.
We're going to talk about it here in a second. Let me finish through all the mechanisms. We got to say hi to everybody first, Grande. So you keep that thought in your brain, then we're going to get into it. But we do have a roster review today. We're going to do that, and then make sure you subscribe to the channels and stuff. Patreon stuff we'll talk about after we get done with the roster review and stuff. But with that, Grande. We got a lot to do, but I know you got some stuff on your mind. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat and see who's in there, right? We gotta say hi to the skewers.
Absolutely.
So we got Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes you feel all right. He says hello, skewers. Briarius Aegon says hello. Hello, Briarius. Matt Bailey with his greeting every day says gracious good morning, gentlemen. Always a good thing when Matt says that. CBO 97 says good morning, RS cheers. Well, good morning to you, CBO. Darth Vader 87, not 89, not 90 says hello, Grande.
Hello.
Who question mark times 3 says morning Ranger and crew. Good morning. Who Spider says hi. Hey Spider. Revenator with the wave. Waffle Dolphin says good morning RSG and skewers. Well, good morning Waffle Dolphin. Slashfin Rose says hey Slashfin. Hey Slash. Hey Slash. Alan Ware, that's the new name, says hi everyone. Hi Alan. Matt Bailey says the government Wi-Fi stealer. That's absolutely correct. Ruffalo says, what's up, RSG? Squeaked into Kybertay. Well, congratulations. I'm just going to miss it, but I don't care. Proper Catch says, lunchtime. Jason Krulik says, good morning. Good morning, Jason. Proper Catch says, hey, y'all. Mac D in the hizzy says, hey. Slap Meathead says, buenos dias, Grande. That's some Spanish talk for you there, buddy.
Buenos dias? Is that what he's saying?
Yes, buenos dias. Not buenas tardes or buenas noches.
Buenos dias.
But buenas noches.
Buenas mañanas?
No, just get out of here. Hermit Fulgrim.
That could be like good mornings or good tomorrow.
And whatever you want it to be. Hermit Fulgrim says. Hermit Fulgrim says.
Go ahead.
Howdy ho, Ranger and Grande. You sure do smell like flowers. Well, hello, Hermit Fulgrim.
Mecca lecca hi, mecca hiney ho to you too as well.
All right, science. Ouchie, the lovely Ouchie Dumplings there. She says Grande, not Mandalore. Nope, it's Grande this time. Everyone says that you and Mandalore sound the same.
We do sound alike.
Yeah, you do, actually. So, let's see. Briaris, we already said that. We already acknowledged that. Frederick Nielsen says hello. Ouchie Dumpling with the big pickles out. And then everybody whipped out their pickles. Ouchie's got a lot of power in the chat. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you. You got to walk around with your pickle out.
Yeah, Mac D says he was pickled last night. Well, pre-pickle, cheating.
He got de-pickled last night?
Yeah, something like that. So Nev says, Nev sent me. Well, hello there, Nev. Governor. Let's see. Oh, it updated. Damn it. Waffle Dolphins here. I'm looking for all the other ones I haven't seen yet. Skywalker Vader, our Canadian brother from another mother. What's up there, buddy? Hey, what's going on? Let's see. King 77 statement. Ranger and Grande, Red Sox all the way. King 77 counter statement. No chance in hell against the Astros.
There it is.
Well, barring injuries, you never know, Grande. We could get seriously injured with some of our players.
My wife's from New England, and I got to tell you, my second favorite team is probably the Red Sox.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna.
Everybody hates the Yankees.
So I want the Red Sox to do well. I just don't want them to do as well as the Rangers.
No, my wife is a huge Red Sox fan, and when they won it last year and even beat my Astros, I was like, hey, congrats, so
we could
long as it's not the damn Yankees.
We could do Red Sox Astros and just go back and forth every year.
Mm-hmm.
I would be okay with that.
There you go.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Sean Ryan says hello RSG crew. Hey Sean. Scorp 30 says, what's up, Ranger and Grande? Shout out to all the cheaters. Take a flying leap. We're about to talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Rosin972, what's up, RSG? Grim says, sorry I'm late. Took longer than expected to take my pants off. If it takes you that long to take your pants off, you got problems there, brother.
Man, I have quick release pants. I literally just pull on the front, and I'm ready to go. I'm like, Papa!
Just don't wear pants.
That's what happens when you're kind of a big deal.
No, that's what happens. Yeah.
You can just. You just, you gotta be ready.
Yeah, like
you gotta be ready at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, like Bruce Lee, yeah. McHealth19 says, morning RSG. Good morning to you, sir. I'm looking for anything else. So do the Jedi's here. Hey, brother, what's going on, man?
Sword.
Billy Gunn.
Show me your sword.
Shorty sword, Jedi. Slappy Head said, go Rangers. Billy Gunn says, hi, skewers. Let's go, Mets. Get out of here. I do like the Mets. They got some. The Mets got some good young talent on that team, man.
All of these teams. Also too, with a year like this, you got to be kind of rooting a little bit for the Angels with Albert Pujols and Mike Trout and everything that happened with their pitchers. I mean, there's a lot of great teams out there this year. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
a lot of good young talent, a lot of good young players. I like. Baseball is my sport, man.
And a lot of old players. I mean, yesterday, Albert Pujols. Not yesterday. It was like 3 days ago. Albert Pujols hit a freaking grand slam for his 600th home run.
I know he's
lifetime.
a big.
And you're like, dude, That's epic, bro. That's epic. Anyway.
Rubber Duck Mafia says, "Go Yankees!" If you love the Yankees, good for you, brother. But
I'm voting for, the problem is the Yankees win too much. I like voting for people. I like rooting for people.
Well, no, the Yankees don't make they're gonna make the playoffs. I mean, the Yankees are a damn good team, but their pitching is their pitching is super suspect.
My biggest problem is that the Yankees
that
have
starting lineup,
too much statistically.
Nah, you can never win enough, man. I'm sorry.
It's the start of baseball. I just want to see teams that have never won before.
Listen, I don't. Grande, I only care about Houston. If they won 4 World Series in a row, I'd be like, sorry. I'm not complaining and I'm not apologizing either. So I don't mind Yankees fans being the way that they are because they're used to domination. All right. If I missed your name, that's all right. We'll shout it out as we go along. Grande, we got a big subject. I'm going to let you take the realm here a little bit and say what you want to say, brother, because I know it's eating at your core of your soul. And you're kind of going in and out. Grande?
He must be driving.
Grande, are you driving? What happened? Grande?
Sorry.
Yeah,
apparently, I'm getting my car inspected, and I guess they started my truck up.
Oh, okay.
And it went to my Bluetooth. Did some man start talking at you?
Something happened. So, Grande, big subject. I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right.
Take it over, brother.
You know,
tell the folks out there what's going on, and then I know you got some stuff to say, my friend.
We've had a couple of videos released, and one taken down because of copyright infringement, which is amazing because it's the first video that I can think of that's ever been taken down by copyright infringement, which is kind of a bonehead move in my opinion. But effectively, there's a way to APK hack and a way to cheat, and they've made it simpler and easier. And I don't know all the details on it, but I can tell you that we've seen APK hacking since before tournament, 2.5, 3 years ago. We've known it was a possibility. The nice thing is that back in the day that Riemann, if you ever watch Riemann show, Riemann always talks about back in the day. Well, back in the day, there was just arena. So you could actually see when someone was cheating because that team would now be the team they use on offense would now be their defensive team. It went from one to the other. As the game got more complicated, we got raids, which meant now you couldn't tell what the team someone used in a raid in your own guild. We got TW, which means now you can't tell what team someone used in your own guild to fight against, like, for example, the Rogue One mission or whatever. You couldn't see that. Then we got tournaments. Tournaments, again, in the beginning, you had the defense you put on offense became the team that was on defense, and you could automatically see, oh, hey, look, so-and-so's cheating. And then they fixed the offense and they fixed the defenses, and all of a sudden you couldn't see who was APK hacking and cheating. Then they got rid of tournaments because it was bad play. Then we got the TWs, and TWs again we had a way where defense and offense were separate, and so then again you couldn't tell. And then now we got Grand Arena and Grand Arena Championships. Again, you cannot tell when someone is cheating because we can't check what did they do. My biggest problem is that we can write 1,000 algorithms trying to find the cheater, and the cheater will find a way around it. What we need a way for the individual opponent to be able to see what was used on offense to beat that team. And the reason why is because it might catch a few more people, because now we have more eyeballs, we have more neurons, more synapses, we have crowdsourced looking at who the cheaters are. This person was cheating. They beat this team with that team, and there's no way that you can beat this team with that team because this team is the perfect counter for this other team. All of these things, they beat they beat Padme with Geos, and they don't even have Geos zated. or G12. How the heck did they do that? Well, there's a high likelihood that they were cheating with that. They beat Jedi Knight Revan with freaking wigs and regular old Lando and Stormtrooper Han. Well, guess what? There'll be a cold day in hell when that happens. The problem is that we are trying to police a community. And I do not understand how you can police a community without having the eyeballs of the citizens looking. We effectively have blind citizens being robbed, and we're wondering why blind citizens are being robbed. All I'm saying is we need to give our citizens eyeballs. So that way the citizens can go, that looks like a suspicious person walking around in the neighborhood. And then we can call the police. You literally cannot have enough police force to take care of the problem of potential cheaters without having the general populace be able to see what's going on, to be able to report. You cannot. It's not possible. The problem is we are not using all of the tools that we have available to us to police ourselves. And so that's the problem. The problem is that they are thinking of this as a software problem. They are thinking of this as that they can somehow program their way out of human behavior. And you cannot program your way out of human behavior. This has transcended software. This has transcended what's happening. And now we are on how do we manage people. And I'm just going to put this out there. Software developers are really bad people managers, like kind of as a general rule. That's why they went into software development. That's why they sit in front of a computer all day and type out code. It's because they really weren't, it was not their best asset was not them being able to deal with and manage people. We are talking about a people problem, not a software problem. And so how do we do that? We let everyone be able to look. We can't hire enough people at a data center in a foreign country to look at every battle on the developer side to be able to catch them, because they won't know. We can't have enough developers hired sitting in Sacramento, California to look at every battle and every interaction between two players to be able to catch everyone. So how do we have to do it? We have to do it with self-policing measures. We have to say that a player gets to look, and if they see something suspicious, they call the police. If they see something suspicious, they report it. Right now, we can't see what's suspicious, so therefore we can't report it for further investigation. This is basic policing operations that are not being done in a society. It's a huge problem. Now, what does it mean? Whenever you increase visibility, it means you lose privacy and secrecy, which means everyone who thinks they have some special team that only they've thought of, and they've done all this Einstein level theory crafting on in order to come up with this special team that wins every time on offense, and they don't want anybody to know about it. Yeah, you're going to lose that. By the way, you never really had it to begin with. If you think you're the only person that mods the way you mod and that put in that team to fight that other team, you're literally snowing yourself. You're literally thinking you're smarter than you are. You're not that smart. You're not the only one that's ever thought of something. And if you are the only one that's ever thought of something, in 10 minutes, someone else thought of it after you. And especially if it's older than a day old or 2 days old or a week old, someone's already thought of that team. So even if you were the first person, after a week, it's gone. By the way, everybody who thinks they got something special, especially against Malik, all that crap gets tested in Arena. Go up there and look at your top 10, your top 20 guys. They are constantly putting in new teams to test against Malik Revan. So, there's 30,000 people in a shard. The minute you test it in an arena, guess what? That means 30,000 people know what you just did. So you never really had that privacy to begin with, or that you never really had that secret sauce. It's like owning a combination to a master lock padlock that you had back in elementary school or back in junior high. Somehow you own, and you don't want anyone else to see that that there's a possible combination out there that's 32, 24, 36. Only if she's 5'3".
All right, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
If they were to do that, though, they'd need to do that for like the review period only. Because if I could see what somebody's attacked all my squads with, I know exactly what they're using on defense.
Well, I don't have what I'm saying is, after the minute, don't put it up there until after until both sides have finished.
Right.
Right. You attack, and you're done attacking. Do it after we get a period to review, right? We get like a 24-hour period to review, right, Graham? Put it up in the review period.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying if they were to do something like that, they'd need to do it for the review period only. Otherwise, yeah, that removes the all. I wonder what they're using on their back line. Oh, well, that's what they're using.
All right, Grandy, people are asking, what is APK hacking and why are we talking about this today?
Okay, so again, there's a video from McMull and a video from Bulldog. Bulldog did it first. Bulldog's video got canned got copyright strikes from CG, so it got pulled. So then he did a voice only version. You can see that at I think it's Bulldog 1025. It's 1025, I think. And then McMull did a video, and McMull's video was basically like him watching Bulldog's video, and McMull's video is probably going to get pulled. Now, you're going to have a hard time pulling Bulldog's audio-only version. Effectively, Bulldog spent 2 months APK hacking and never got caught. And he's not a programmer. He used a little program that he bought and added on, and he changed some values, and then it did all the hard work on the inside. I'm not saying don't create a software version. Don't create a software. Don't update the client so that you can't use that piece of software. Absolutely do that. What I'm saying is that there will always be an arms race between the APK hackers and the devs plugging every hole the APK hackers find.
And the hackers, I hate to say this, but the hackers will always win.
It's an arms race. It's an arms race.
For some of these guys, like there's several dozen forums for these hackers.
Yeah.
And within 24 hours of a patch, there's a new.
Yeah, it's an arms race. It's always an arms race. And the only thing we can do is what I'm saying is you find a hacker, you report the hacker, and the devs ban that account. You find another hacker, and the devs report that, and you report that hacker, and the devs ban that account. And so what happens eventually is for people, let's say 2.5 million GP and above, we have now eliminated, because it's hard to get to 2.5 million, right? We've potentially eliminated
the
from that GP level and up. We have eliminated the people with a propensity to APK hack because the accounts have been banned. So now they either have to go buy a new account, right, or they have to start a different account in order to make it happen. It's an ongoing cycle, but it's always going to be an ongoing cycle. The best way is to have the player be able to see what happened in the review period in TW, in the review period of GAC, and be able to say, this dude looks like he's cheating. Go look at it. Look at this battle. He beat my, he beat this team with that team, and I replayed it on my phone, and it doesn't look right. Go look at it some more. There's a suspicious person on Elm Street. Go find the suspicious person on Elm Street and go look at it and see what he's doing. That's all you're saying.
Tell people what APK hacking is, Grande.
APK hacking is the way the game works is there's a server and a client, right? Our phone acts like a slimline client. What that means is that there are certain operations performed on our phone. And you own your phone, which means you have the ability to manipulate the software that is on the client side. Your phone is the client. So whenever I say client, I mean your phone or I mean your emulator. What happens is the person uses a piece of software to manipulate, and the battle is not fought on the server. What happens is the battle is fought. This is the reason why you're able to use airplane mode whenever you fight someone, is because all of the interactions are happening on your phone. And then when you win the battle, you flick the screen down and you click off airplane mode, and it sends the victory to the server. The same thing happens with why you can play the raid in airplane mode, and then you only have to click out of it whenever you've died and you want to post your score. So all of those interactions, how much damage you do against in the Sith raid, if you win all the time in arena, all of that stuff can be manipulated, because we can do things like say you have 1,000 offense and 1,000 extra offense and 1,000 extra defense compared to the other team. We can do things like say no cooldowns on special abilities. That means Nihilus can annihilate on every turn that's Nihilus's. We can do things like say always your turn, which means the other team never gets a turn and you always get a turn. We can manipulate the software on your phone so that it does not act as a vanilla version of the game, which is downloaded from the App Store or is downloaded from the Google Play Store. That's what we can do. And it's super freaking crazy. And it's super freaking crazy how it works.
Well,
so that
right now
is APK hacking. We are pulling apart the data, and then once we pull apart the data, we are repackaging it again, and we are repackaging it in a way where the server doesn't understand that the data has been changed.
So there you go.
Well, right now the current APK hacks that are out there are maximum damage. You have one-shot stuff with your characters.
There's all different kinds of it. Well, there's all different kinds.
Well, for this game currently, that's the only one that they have out there.
All of this is about degrees, right? All of this is about degrees. It's about, how do we catch someone who just cheats a little bit and not a lot? The person the person who is who's cheating flagrantly, right? God mode. I'm going to put in one character and it's going to be East Coast, and I'm going to beat your Malik team with just East Coast. Those guys are going to get caught. Like stupid cheaters are going to get caught. And so we know stupid people. The guy that robs a police officer, that tries to mug a police officer, is gonna get caught. Newsflash, right? The really dumb criminals get caught. The problem is that we're trying to talk about people who do a degree of cheating which is not as extreme as what is easily discernible from a piece of software looking at the banner counts, or from a piece of software that is looking at at the initial team interactions. We're looking at the person who basically boosted his entire team's, that maybe boosted his offense by 1,000 on every character, or boosted his defense by 2,000 on every character in the APK hack. That's the tricky criminal is the one that the players would be able to find. And it's the one that there are currently APK hacks out that allow you to do that. And the reason why is because you can reverse calculate the damage that is dealt if you were able to see a replay. If you see a character like Ezra, and the Ezra character, on Flourishing Blow is hitting for 85,000K, for 85K, or is hitting for 100K or 200K on a hit, we can tell something is wrong. But potentially the software would not be able to tell what was wrong with that interaction.
All right. So there we go.
We have blind players right now.
Yeah.
And what
there's really nothing. Yeah, we can't see it. All we can do is we could scratch our head. I've had a couple times where I've scratched my head like, how do they do this? But I look at the teams. I'm like, oh, maybe they did something. I don't know. I'm kind of cautious about I don't have the tools, like
Yeah.
you say, Grande, to say, oh, they definitely hacked. I have no way of knowing if they hacked or not, unless I can see it, right? Because even if you watch it in real time, if you're watching Grand Arena, all you see is one of your teams gets hit, and then it dies. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, I really can't... yeah, but there are, there's a lot of APK stuff out there.
The main thing people say is they like to say a couple of things. There's a couple of easy rebuttals to this, right?
Mhm.
The first one from a player aspect is going to be, I have this special team, and I don't want to show you the special way that I win against
That's
your
a
team.
weak argument. It doesn't hold water.
I think it's an incredibly weak argument, right? Because if someone has a special team, within a couple of weeks, someone else has figured it out.
Yeah.
And has made a YouTube video about it.
Yeah.
Right?
The
So-
community is too
so
open
that-
about teams and things of that nature. Too many videos, so sorry.
Yeah, and players move from guild to guild. So if one player moved out of your guild and knew what you used on the last one, then all of a sudden now they just told the new guild everything they used in the old guild. I mean, these are players with 2 accounts. How many players do we know have 2 accounts? They got one account. They got one account over here in Dark Lords, and they got another account over here in Shadowlands.
Yeah, it is.
Well, guess what? Guess what? Dark Lords knows what Shadowlands is doing.
Yes.
And Shadowlands knows what Dark Lords
There's
is
no
doing.
there's no secrets in this game when it comes to teams, so that argument doesn't hold water. What's the other one, Grande?
The second one is, and that's an argument the devs have used before. The second one is that, and this comes from the developers. They haven't actually implicitly stated it, but they've implied it. And what they've implied is that would be hard.
I don't care if it's hard.
In other
You make
words,
$160+ million a year. Figure it out.
Here's the third one is. The third argument is there's no way to make money by doing a replay system.
It's not about money.
My thought is, if the game is fundamentally broken, find a way to make it unbroken. You know that there are players that every time we talk about cheating on some level or another, those players stop spending money until they think the cheat is fixed. Which means while it might not make you money to fix it,
It will lose you
it's
money.
definitely losing money to not fix it. Now, that's hard to explain to I'm sure your Harvard finance guy over there at CG, or the guy that went to the Stanford finance guy that's sitting over there at EA. I'm sure it's hard to explain to them the ability that if you don't fix a broken system, you lose money. I'm sure that's hard to understand. But if you don't fix a broken system, you most definitely do lose money.
Oh yeah, I mean, for instance, back in the day I played Warhammer. Great game visually. The PvE was fun. You can go around and do missions and stuff, but the PvP was broken as hell. Certain characters on the good guys' side were overpowered as hell, and it took them forever to fix it. And some they still didn't even fix. And then it got to the point that people stopped. I mean, what happened with Warhammer is it was so broken that people just quit. They were like, I don't want to play this. It's unplayable. I don't want to go around getting raffle stomped all the time, because especially if you're in a PvP server, you get attacked at any time and you had no chance, no matter what you did. And so, sentiment of the public does matter. If the people view this game as broken, they're not going to want to play it. That's what happened with Battlefront 2. There was a lot of bugs that Palpatine was really broke. They actually took Palpatine out of the game for a while. You could not play as Palpatine because he was so broken. Palpatine got on the battlefield and you're like, oh my god, here comes Palpatine. Because he started running around and killing people through walls and all kinds of stuff. And you're like, okay, that sucked. I wasn't even near Palpatine and I died. Nobody likes to get, it takes away from the enjoyment. It's one thing if you have a hero and they're going around killing people. You expect that. But when you're in another room and all of a sudden you're like, you just die. You're like, Palpatine? There's no Palpatine near me. What the hell? So yeah. It takes away fundamentally, because especially when people then make investment in time and effort into their tunes and play the game the right way, and they go into an arena match, in GAC, and they're like, how did I lose? What's the point of me spending all this money on this stuff if someone can come in and hack and beat my team no problem? What am I investing in? So that's really, people are always going to cheat. But I like your idea, Grandi. If we can get more eyes on the problem and have players being able to report it, it makes it harder for cheaters. They're still going to be cheaters, but it'll make it a lot harder for them to cheat, especially when they start getting all their accounts banned and stuff.
Well,
I mean, they can create new accounts, but it's still not going to, it's just the more eyes on and the more information that can flow to CG, the better it's going to be.
Well,
yeah, we're never gonna stop all of the cheaters, right?
No.
But what we're saying is
Make their life hell, though.
If we had a way to make sure that we were able to at least replay and go like, hey, fair fight, this dude won fair and square, that adds legitimacy to the guy that won, and it also lets you know, in the back of your mind, I got bested, right?
Yes.
And then if you do find a cheater, right, then it lets you go, hey, this was not cool. There's a cheater in here. Let's get the higher ups to look at it. Now, is it going to stop everybody? No way, not. But we're not trying to stop everybody, right? Mm-hmm. We're just trying to have another way of making it more fair when we all play this game. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm asking for. And I'm not even, and I don't know the percentages of how much more fair it's going to be. How many cheaters we would find this way and how many we wouldn't. But my guess is it's not going to be a negligible number.
Right.
It would be a substantial number that we would find. But just which
not
I think
really,
would be beneficial.
No, I think so.
Well,
most of the guys that use these do not use them in Squad Arena or GAC. Just
you don't know that. You don't know that, Graham. You can't say that.
Well, hold on. Okay. So what? So wait.
I know, but we don't have any information.
We don't have information on when they use these APK hexes and when they don't. But I'm just going to tell you based on the.
Where do you get that? Okay, hold on, Graham. Where are you pulling that from? What source is that?
On some of the forums from these hackers. They say specifically, don't use it in Squad Arena.
Okay, come on. Graham, just because they say don't use it on those, you damn well know they're going to be using it on those. Come on, man. Come on. No.
It's a cheater.
I will screenshot the forum for you, Ranger.
I don't care what the forum says. I don't care if they say don't use it. Just because you say don't use it, doesn't mean that they're not going to be using it. They are using it.
But can you imagine you tell someone who's already decided they're going to cheat? You're going to tell them, oh, hey, by the way, don't use it here.
Yeah.
Because you might get caught. And they're going to go, oh, I got a recommendation from a guy that I shouldn't use this here. I'm going to follow that recommendation to the letter. No, they're not going to do that. That's the first place they're going to use it.
They're already cheating. They're not going to follow the rules.
If a player, why would a player use it in a raid? Heck, there are a lot of guilds that less than half the players are even participating in the raids anymore.
So, all right. Well, we've brought it up. We've talked about it. Just be aware of it. We'll see what CG. I don't think there's been any response yet from CG about the videos or anything like that in the forums yet.
6 months, we'll see a response.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate
because it takes away from GAC. Because at least players have doubts about the results, of GAC. Then it it delegitimizes the results. People are like, well, did they win? Honestly, we don't know. So, I don't know. It's something that they're going to have to do something about, and taking down videos is not the way, they do it.
We're going to remove information. We're going to remove information.
Says, heard from CG this morning, hashtag they are investigating. Oh, great. They're investigating. They've been investigating this for a long time.
Cheaters spend money too. Cheaters' accounts matter. Oh my God! Give me a break, man.
If it's easy to use APK hacks and to people to cheat and to use it, and the smart ones will use it for one battle or something like that, right? They're like, damn, I can't beat this team, but the rest of the battles look normal, right?
At the top level where I'm at, there's only one battle that matters. And the only battle that matters is the battle against Malik. Every other battle is 1-1. That's the only battle that matters. So you literally turn it on for one battle, fight that one battle, and then turn it off again.
Right. And so it makes it even more difficult to catch because you're like, okay, well, they use this team against this team. Okay, that looks normal. It's hard to see. So there, you have to be, being aware of what's possibly happening. But right now we have no way of knowing. I can't tell what people use against my teams to beat it. I can have suspicions like they really didn't have the speed to beat this team. How did they beat this team? You're just kind of looking at it like, well, see, and you go in your head like, okay, this would go first. I know how the AI plays it, but you don't have any kind of way to know for sure.
The other thing too is anytime a battle goes to 2, all bets are off, right?
Yeah.
If the battle goes to 2 battles, it's like, okay, well, he beat one character or 2 characters the first time, and then he beat the rest of it the second time.
Oh, good Lord. Alchie saw Urs in the channel. She's going crazy.
I just want to point something out. I'm not trying to advocate for these cheaters and stuff. I'm just saying don't underestimate. What you're seeing is about 1% of the people that use these.
Again, what do you base that information on?
Again, I have no way of...
I don't have any idea.
Of putting any kind of percentage or any kind of number to the number of cheaters. I can't even tell you how many air marshals are on domestic airline flights in the United States. And somehow you're going to be able to tell me how many people are cheating in a game that has like a 1.5 million accounts? I don't have any clue. And so I wouldn't even want to guess on the number of people are APK hacking, because whatever my guess is, it would be wrong.
Yeah, we'd have to get the data from CG. They're the only ones that can pull it and show it, right? So, and they're never going to do that,
And also, not to mention, this is not an exclusive problem to Galaxy Heroes.
Oh no, games have cheaters all the place.
Cheating, it's a human condition problem. Any game that has a human playing on one side will at some point have cheating in the history of that game.
Yeah. So it is something it's a serious problem. They need to do something about it. I don't know what you're trying to gain from cheating in this game. I mean, rewards maybe, but GAC rewards are not that fundamentally great. But bragging rights, if you have to cheat to get high level, like I'm just gonna barely miss Kyber, but I'll take that because I know that I did it the right way, and I miscalculated. I think we had another week to go. I was gonna get Kyber, so it's all good. So after this, we're gonna do my GAC battles. We're gonna have some fun with it. I don't, at this point, I'm not gonna get Kyber, so I'm just gonna have some fun with the battles today. We'll do some stuff, but it is a human condition. If you were so pathetic you cannot play a game without cheating, then that says something about you. So, but yeah, cheating's across the board in all kinds of games. I've seen all kinds of games and play all kinds of games, as sure a lot of you guys have. I remember playing Diablo 2 back in the day. People cheated all the time. All of a sudden, you'd be running around. All of a sudden, you get one shotted by somebody. You're like, "Hey!"
People cheat. Lance Armstrong won like 6 Tour de France's or something, right? The dude Barry Bonds, right? Hit more home runs than any other human ever in baseball. Cheated. Cheating is a thing that rich people do and poor people do, and they do it because they're looking for a competitive edge.
Right.
And the mindset's totally screwed, man. But in their mind, they've justified why it's okay.
Yeah. I know. So, all right.
Well,
so we've beaten this one to death.
Well, I just want. My thing is people keep on saying, "Oh, we can stop it right here and now, make it to where it doesn't happen again." No.
Well, you're gonna minimize it a little bit. You're gonna give yourself another tool to make it less likely, but you're never gonna stop it completely.
No,
exactly.
But you want to make it as you make it as damn near as impossible as you can. So it does minimize the chances of there being a cheater, and you make it to where
you also got to weigh too, like personal privacy, right? I don't want to give SWGOH full access to everything on my phone in order for them to catch cheaters, right? I don't want them to know my kids' birthdays and my password to Facebook in order to, you know, and my password to my bank account.
No.
To be able for them to catch cheaters. So there is, again, this is a sliding scale on how much access to our phone that we give them. And we're trying to say we're going to give you a little bit more access to the supercomputer that's called my phone. And in exchange for this more access, you're going to stop more people from cheating. But the more access you're going to be given is still within the confines of your application.
Yeah. And it's something CG needs to address. It's something that they need to do. And there's some stuff they need to start taking some steps, because this is a bad image. An image is everything in a game. Because if people think that this game is being hacked and people are cheating and people are losing after they put forth all this money and effort, you're going to start losing people, and you're not going to have people spending money, CG. So as a marketing person, business marketing, listen to me, listen to Urs, listen to Grande. You know, we have backgrounds in business. We're kind of smart on this stuff. We have degrees. It's not like we pulled this stuff out of our ass. It's a bad image, CG. We are also gamers. We played a lot of games in our day, and the public perception of your game will go a long way. Whether it's true or not, you need to address this, and you need to say something and do something about it. One, address it, be transparent, and two, do something about it. Even if it's not a foolproof plan, if people feel like you care and you're trying to do something and you're involved in the community, like showing replays or at least giving the teams that were used against each team like a defensive review, something along those lines, that's better than nothing. When you be quiet and say we're investigating, that gives no credence to what you're saying, because people are like, oh, they're investigating. Still, we've been having this problem for a long time. You're still investigating?
Yeah, and I'd just like to point out, I told you so. I so called that we were going to have a cheating problem before they even released this.
Oh,
thing.
we've been saying that too. We said the biggest thing for GAC before it came out is that the thing that they have to address is the cheating. Now, they did address it in a sense that they said the punishment would be severe, right? And I like that aspect. However, you have to catch the cheaters. And so if you have no way of going back and catching the cheaters, you know, then the punishment doesn't mean anything.
There weren't enough enforcers,
mm-hmm.
right? You know, they're relying way too heavily on software and not heavily enough on the human aspect, which is let's get more human eyeballs and more neurons looking at it. And you've got free untapped neurons in the people that are playing the game that you can rely on to go at least be able to raise a red flag and say, hey, Joe, look at this.
Yeah. So, I mean, if there's a will, there's a way. I'm just saying. So, all right, let's get...
I'm sure OG Mac is desperately waiting for us to...
I know, but he's a player of this game, and you know, he wants the game to be... you know, we'll do mods after the you know, Depression from Ranger for mods. It's a popular game show, and we'll play it. But let's get to our good friend Ross review for today, because we do that every day. We got OG Mac who we're doing. Let me pull all the information up, and we'll get started. So let me get this going and get this going. Let's see. All right, there we go. OG Mac is here in the hizzy, and we're doing his Ross review, and they are in JPI 501st. So shout out to your guild, JPI 501st. Let's see. All right, got it. All right, let's see what he wanted today. He says, just a very general Ross review. I'm in a guild going all in on GOTB and trying to do both Separatists and still get Darth Revan, Darth Malik. Okay, well, we'll look at your stuff here, OG Mac. Return of the Mac. All right, so we're running the Jedi Revan team right now. It's not even fully gear 12. Let's see what your GP is at. You're at 3.4 million GP. Duno Kane Fleet is running the Falcon, but he's running Chimera. So doing okay there, but we're mainly looking at his characters for Revan and Malik and things of that nature. So let's get into it. So all right, so looks pretty good. No gear 13s. Okay, good. I'm seeing a lot of stuff just generally here that I like already. All right, so let's start going through. So let's look at what you need for Darth Revan and Darth Revan and Darth. Do you not have Darth Revan?
I can see a problem right now. Almost all his characters are Gear 7. All of them, even his.
Well, that means it's a little fluffy on the account, but we're going to get hyper focused on this. All right, so we don't have Darth Revan, so we need to. We should be able to get Darth Revan. You're doing fine. You got HK and Basil Fallen. They're 7 stars for Malik. That's no problem there. A little bit more gear on HK. That's not a problem. The Old Republic. So we've got we got to look at what we need for. You'll have what you need for Darth Revan. Not a problem. Yeah, we need to get the gear on the characters for Darth Revan and Malik. I mean, they'll be coming around soon. So just keep your gearing going on these guys. You know, get them to gear 12. Make sure they have the Zetas. The Zetas you don't have to worry about. You don't need to do anything else with T3. Don't bother with him for right now. We need to get you hyper focused. So Karth, Mission, Juhani, Zalbar, Kandish, you can work on those characters for the Old Republic team. Just in general, it'll give you another team for GAC. The Zeta that you need, if you're going to do 3 Zetas, is going to be Karth, Mission, and Zalbar is the thing you need for that team that'll help you out in the long term. Remember, you're going to need 3 Zetas for Darth Revan, and you're going to need 2 Zetas for Darth Malik, if that's the plan. So get these guys geared up and ready to go. That's your priority. Any other thing is secondary. You've got to have these characters. It's not you'll get Darth Revan, but you're going to need Darth Malik as well. And the only way you can do that is you have your characters 17,500. Keep that in the back of your mind. A lot of people forget about that little fact that you need these characters for Darth Malik. So you got to have Darth Revan, and you've got to have your characters 17.5. So if I were you, I would definitely get these characters squared away. Gear is priority for those characters first. If we go and look at, you also mentioned Separatists. Well, Separatists, I know you're doing GOTB, but your Separatists are pretty solid, actually, for where you're at. I can see you're farming Geonosian Brood Alpha, which is what you should be doing. I can see you're farming B1, Magna Guard, Jordica. So those are your farms right now, and you should still stick with those as part of your farms. So get those characters knocked out. As in for GOTB, Grievous is 12, Saj is 12, Dooku's 12, Newt's 11, B2's 9 with the Zeta. So eventually you'll need some gear. So just keep my plan for you is, I know your guild's doing GOTB, but you're gonna help your guild in the long run in TW and other things, and make yourself a better player. Let's finish the Old Republic, right? I'm seeing a lot of stuff all over the place with your account and not hyper focus. So I'm gonna hyper focus you. Finish everything you need for Darth Revan and Darth Malik. Continue
He's pretty darn close. I mean, if he stays focused, he'll be getting all of it when they drop again.
Yeah, so you've got a good enough team to get Padme, so that's good. We'll check your GR here next. But Old Republic, include Darth Vasily and HK. Make sure that they've got the stars. We just got to get the gear. So gear priority is on them. Once you get them to 17.5, good. Leave them alone, and then you can come back in and start working on Separatists. Getting your GOs and the rest of your team squared away on gear and things of that nature. So Darth Revan, Malik, Old Republic into this team here. So, because once you get Darth Revan and Malik, you're going to have to focus gear on them as well. So, it behooves you to just get your GOs and stuff squared away, but make sure you can get your Darth Revan and your Malik geared. Make sure you can get the Zetas and stuff. So you got some work to do, but let's get the Old Republic team done first. Get it squared away because you still got to do the Malik event. You got to have them 17.5. As long as they're 17.5, you'll be good.
In the long run, getting Darth Revan and Malik going will actually help your guild more than getting your Separatists.
Yes, a lot more.
Darth Revan is pretty much an auto win of a combat mission.
Yeah, except for Phase 4.
Well, once you hit a full Gear 13 Darth Revan team.
I did. I still got Roppel stopped in the third mission.
Yeah, it's not auto win.
It's not auto win on those. So
in Phase 4, even when all the platoons are filled.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe when they release the special gear.
That might be important, yeah.
For a year and a half.
It's not fun, yeah, let me just tell you. Because I got to the third mission and I was like, ouch, I'm not happy. And then look, your next big one is Padme. So let's see if you even have her unlocked, and if not, I don't see her. So okay, so the good news is you're going to be able to get your Padme. And then so pretty much your focus on your account. Nothing else. I don't want you working on First Order. I don't want you working on Bounty Hunters. I don't want you working on anything else. Is we're going to get the Old Republic done, get it squared away, and then we're going to start. You can keep farming your geos and things of that nature. Once you get Darth Revan and Darth Malak, everything stops on your Separatists, and you go right into Darth Revan and Malak. Period. Even if you unlock Padme, your GR team is pretty good. But we can't work on all three teams at the same time because Darth Revan and Malak is going to take your priority. Once that's done, you can go back in and finish your Geos. Once your Geos are pretty much Gear 11, 12, and squared away, then you can go in and do the GR team because that's going to take 5 Zetas to make that team really go. Plus the gear.
And not to mention, once he gets the Darth Revan going, his crystal income is going to skyrocket. And that'll help him gear up those Separatists even better, quicker.
Yes. So yeah, that's your direction on the characters that you need to go. I mean, I know GOTB is important. That's why you want to get the Geonosians. You've done a good job with a lot of the Separatists. So let's go from there to Geos, get them round up, and then we go in. Even with Padme unlocked, you're going to need crowd text for her and a lot of other things. Let's just put that on the back burner. You'll get her unlocked, probably 7 stars. But let's go Darth Revan, Malak focus, into Separatists, into Padme, finishing out. And that'll give you the droid team, that'll give you the Padme team, that'll give you the Geo team, that'll give you the Old Republic team, that'll give you the Darth Revan, Malak team. When all is said and done, you'll have those 5 teams that you can use for GAC. Anything else does not matter at this point for you. You're 3.4 million GP. Don't touch another character. Don't do any other characters other than those. I don't care what's happening in the game. If you have a question and you're not sure, you message me, RangerJ1999, immediately. Yes. Don't do it. I'll be very angry because I want to get you hyper-focused. We've got to get your team squared away. We've got to get them geared. We've got to get you hyper-focused. So that's your plan. So there's really nothing else to look at.
Yeah, when something new comes out, you need to tell Regis Philman that you need to phone a friend.
Yes.
And the friend you need to phone is an RSG member and say, should I work on this other stuff?
And they'll be like, no.
Or should I stay on the Malak train and the Revan train?
Yes.
We're going to be like, yes.
You don't.
Stay on the train.
I'd say unless you plan on emptying your wallet, the answer is no.
No.
No. What? Zip it. What is it? What is it?
All right, so let's look at his mods. I'm gonna see where his mods are at.
Long, you must zip it.
Let me look here. We're looking at his mods. I want to look at his fleet too, Grund. If you got his account open, you want to look at his fleet and see if you can
my
run the
computer's rebooting. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No. Yeah. So pretty solid on the mods, actually. Pretty good job.
Well, why is he not using Home 1?
Yeah, there's some more slicing we need to do. There's some purples here that could go up. So your first priority is to go on GG here, and all these double-digit mods you've got, these purples and blues, I want you to slice them first. Get all of them sliced. There's some mods here we want to see where they finish up, right? They could finish up in the 20s, so we don't know. So we want to slice that. I am seeing a lack of speed, and speed mods with speed secondaries, and that's hurting you a lot. You're going to need those mods. So every day, your plan for your mods is you're going to farm speed mods and roll them, see if they do anything, and the other first part is going to be getting salvaged to get some of these other mods that have these double digit 13 14s purples or blues, and slice them, see if they get to the 20s, right, or 19s. That's every bit of speed you can get is important. So let's get those mods rounded out first. The simplest way to do it, OG Mac, is to basically come like I'm doing in the GG page. I do this all the time. I'll go through and look at mods, and then I'll say, oh, this one on Nihilus, I need to slice that. And then I will go to that mod and slice it. Yeah, we're definitely lacking speed mods. So every day I want your first 144 being into speed energy. The second one is the slicing. First getting these mods done for slicing, and then you're going to go back in for all those speed mods that are gray or green that have +5. We're going to see if they go into double digits blue. If it doesn't, then just move on. Right? We've got to get you some upper echelon speed mod sets, because that's one thing we are lacking, and you need speed sets more than what you have right now to be effective with the Darth Revan, Darth Bastila, with a lot of the characters you have. I think that's one thing that's hurting you, is the lack of those kind of speed sets that you can put on your characters. So that's one thing. I mean, your mods are good, but they're not super amazing. There's some really good ones here, but you have 5 mods that are 20 speed. The rest are below that. It's kind of hurting you a little bit for your speed. And as you move up in the ranks, it's going to start really becoming apparent that to be able to do arena climb, to get better rewards and GAC and all these other things, you're going to need the mods to make it happen. So that's what you're going to do. Why is Alchi threatening people into the Sarlacc pit? Don't make Alchi angry, guys. Damn it! All right, don't do it. Y'all don't have to deal with her. I do. And I don't want to deal with no upset Ouchie dumpling, because then I gotta give her a hug and calm her down. You know, I have to do the Hulk thing where I, like, hey Ouchie, sun's going down.
Hey girl.
I'm like, hey girl. Hey girl, it's your boy Ranger. I'm here. Don't worry, Ouchie, we got you. But yeah, so initially that's what we do. I want to go look at your ships. So we've looked at your characters and we got your folks on what you need to work on. Mods, we know what we need to do. Let's look at your ships.
I'm looking at those ships. Dude, we're going to completely redo your fleet team right now.
Oh, hell no. He's got all these great ships.
Star-Hound's Falcon, Houndstooth. He's got a 5-star Ebon Hawk, a 7-star Cassian, and he's not using. Yeah,
the team you're running's got to go, brother. Chimeras, bye-bye. So you need to be running the standard. If you don't like ships, that's great, but I still want you to be doing better in ships. If you can get 50 or 100 crystals a day, I don't care if you get into the top 10, but if I can get you in the top 20 with the Hans team, Houndstooth's definitely. So you go Home 1, you go Houndstooth, you go Millennium Falcon, you can go Biggs, or you can, Biggs is a standard lineup, and then, you've got Ebon Hawk, you've got Cassian, you can go Ghost, Phantom, you can go a lot of different combinations, but we need to be running that fleet. You've got the fleet, you should be running the fleet. It'll help you. You won't drop as much. I know a lot of people have it, but it's easier to climb with that team against other than what you're using right now, because it's just a fact. So,
well, and it'll hold a lot better too.
Yeah, and trust me, I hate doing the same battle in fleet every day. It's monotonous. It's boring. I do it because it's what's necessary. So it is what it is. So it's something you're gonna have to do. So yeah, let's get that team reorganized. If you have questions about your fleet, what we just mentioned, what you should be running, or anything like that, your reinforcements, let us know. But yeah, you need to be running you've got the team, right? It's silly to not be doing that. Chimera with Houndstooth and Falcon as a reinforcement just doesn't do as well as Home 1. Just a fact. So if we can get you into, if we can keep you in the top 50, that's 50 crystals every day. If we can get you to the top 20, that's 100 crystals every day that you're adding to, and you're already hurting on arena. So we got to do something to supplement your arena, with your crystals. I mean, your arena team is fine. You're running the Darth Revan team, but the Jedi Knight Revan team, but you're lacking on mods. Your ships lineup we got to redo, so we can try to get you better in ships. If we can get you more crystal income coming from your ships, since you have the pieces, it's going to be a while for Darth Revan and Malik and all that good stuff to come back. Then we'll take it, but let's try to get rewards where we can get them, right? So we've laid out what you need to do for your farming. We've laid out what you need to do for your mods. We told you what you need to do for your ships. So I think we've got a good plan for you moving forward. And if you have any questions about what we've recommended, OG, let me know. You can message me personally, RangerJ1999, or you can message Grande Patron. Don't message Graham. He only has a 6-star Thrawn and doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, yes, I said it.
You can message any of us.
You can message Grandma.
We don't have a good answer. You can message all of us. seriously. I mean, part of the reason why we do this is
I had to do it, Graham. I told you I was going to give you a hard time until you get that damn
I know
Thrawn
you
7
did.
star.
You did. You did
No
give him a
worries.
hard time.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. That was funny.
Acting like I
Hey,
actually.
you know what?
Grim's like,
You
I'll,
know what? With that,
I'll
with that
get you, Ranger.
6-star Thrawn. With that 6-star Thrawn, he must be APK hacking.
Oh! Oh, no. Damn it, Grim.
Hey, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if people think I was with that one.
No. Okay, look, here's the thing. We want to have dissenting opinions, right? I mean,
sure.
dissenting opinions, and people, and each one of us kind of bringing our own life experience to it, make it to where we can, we can kind of help the community understand, and we can kind of help. Maybe even one of the devs is listening. We can help them understand the situation a little bit better, because I think it's a little bit more convoluted than any of us think, just individually.
Sure.
And there's not a real simple solution.
We got 104. We got 104 people watching us right now, but only 43 thumbs up. If you're watching us right now, give us a thumbs up.
Yes,
Can we get to
There you
50?
go.
Can we get to 50? Can we get to 50, everybody?
My version of cheating in this game is I have access to RSG. If I have a problem that I am unsure of, I ask them about it. Like I've spent a couple GACs asking the guys for help on what I should use, and it's all paid off.
Oh yeah, people.
Even whenever I told you, I was like, just go full offense, bro. It's so fun, even when you lose.
Grande was like, put one good team on defense, and then I'll use all the rest for offense, and I'm having a blast in GAC. Damn it,
Yeah,
Grande! I'm supposed
it's fun.
to.
It's fun that way. I mean, and then you can work on feats, right? And so even if you lose, but you get like 2 or 3 feats done, you're like, all right.
I'm actually having fun.
So that's how.
Isn't that the goal? Right, to have fun. I mean, the secondary goal is to win. The first goal is to kind of have fun.
So that's how he covers up his hacks. Like, I think he cheated, but God, he only has a 6-star Thrawn. There's no way. I see what you've done there, Graham. It's ingenious.
I've used my Treya Thrawn team for so long. I go in and I know exactly what to do to beat, because I'm surrounded by Jedi Knight Revens, and I'm running my Treya, at least until I can get Darth Revan.
Oh, goodness.
Nihilus Scion, Fallen Bastila, and my Thrawn.
At least you're doing.
We're
we're really proud of you.
Yeah.
I stay in the top 100 every day.
All right. So
Revens.
We're messing with you, Graham.
Yes.
We like you. We know you're not cheating.
Yeah.
We're just messing.
Yeah, we know. It's all in fun, guys. So we are going to do my mods up. But before that, let's talk about how you can get a roster review from RSG. A shout out to OG Mac. If you have any questions, message me. We'll get you squared away, brother. We covered kind of what you did. That's really what I want you to focus on. We got to get you hyper focused. I'm not going to look at the rest of your stuff, but I'm available to you at any time as we move forward to get your. We're going to get your account squared away, brother. You're going to be a bad mamma jamma by the time I'm done with you, yes, sir.
That's right.
And I have proof. Lots of people can tell you when I go in and tell people what to do and they focus, they usually end up going, "Thanks, Ranger." I'm like, that's right. I was hard on you, but it worked. And shout out to your guild, JPI 501st, for you guys. But if
cool
you would,
name, by the way, for a guild.
I like that. Yeah. If you would like a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page to here to Finity in the Discord. It's linked down below. FINITY. Send your GG page with a little bit about what you want us to look at and a little bit of information what you want us to help you with. Give him a day or two to respond. If he doesn't respond, send him another message. He will respond eventually and let you know that you are in the queue. It's a 3 to 4 week wait. Once your turn comes around, Finn will message you again, let you know what date and time that we're looking to do it. We'll work out with you what you want to do. If you want to be on the Zoom call with us while we're doing, we've had people that were on the Zoom call, so you can ask questions, and we just want you to be able to see it live. So if you do have questions, you can ask us live at the same time. So that's kind of how that works. Now, if you would like your roster review bumped up to the front If you have one in already, or if you're thinking about doing a roster review, but you want to have it sooner rather than later, all you need to do is become a Patreon. Patreon's linked down below. $10 or more of a Patreon sponsor, we will get your stuff squared away, and we will do yours first sooner rather than later, and we will get with you on that. So all you need to do when you do that, $10. That's it, $10. $10 you get an in-depth roster review. How... not too bad. You don't have to. You can wait 3 to 4 weeks.
Extra special access to Ranger J 1999 and all of the RSG.
That's true. But you get that in.
But what if I only want Ranger J 1999?
Well, if you only want a good old Ranger J 1999, we've got Ranger J 1999 modding services. I charge $15. I will remod your entire account. Whatever you want me to do. $15 for every 500,000 total GP. So I work on the cheap. If you would like to hang out with me while I'm doing it to help you out, just $20 more. As long as you have something like Zoom, Skype, Discord, it doesn't really matter. Somewhere I can actually talk to you or explain things to you, share the screen.
Anyway, so that means $15 per $500,000 GP.
Yeah.
So that means it's $30 for $1 million, right? And that means it's $60 for $200. Okay, so that means you could remod mine for like $175.
Pretty much.
Like my whale account.
Pretty much.
I might have to do that. We might. There was a stream once where I helped you remod. Remember that?
Yep.
And this is. There have been multiple.
I didn't have a choice in that. Grande was up my ass about doing that. Oh
I was. What I would like to see now is, we've done this before. You've actually done I've donated and we've done little mini reviews, right? Whenever we do the mini reviews, which another plug if you wanted the mini reviews. Ranger does do mini reviews.
Yep.
Not every day, but a lot of days in the afternoons.
Yep. I'll do mini roster reviews. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
Mini roster reviews. But it would be interesting to have you go in and we do a live where you remod mine. I'd be interested to see what another set of eyeballs, another 50 billion neurons would think about my roster.
Yeah.
Because you're a pretty smart guy.
Yes, I am. I am trying to shoot for with BCM. Yeah, let me know, Grande. BCM is actually having me do it live Thursday. I'm still trying to work out the details. If not, we'll have a day, but BCM wanted to do it live where we're going to remod his account. So it'll be a couple hour stream where I'm in there hacking away and reorganizing his stuff and refixing his mods. I think Remod's maybe thinking about doing it.
He has a really good account. He has a really low GP, but a really focused account.
Yeah, so we're going to go through and kind of get things squared away and look at each of his tunes and make sure the right tunes are squared away. It's what I do for everybody. I've done a few already, and they're very happy. I guarantee that you will be kicking ass and taking names when I get done with your stuff. I know what I'm doing, and so if you guys would like that, then please do. And then we also have the mini roster reviews. If you guys don't know, Mondays and Thursdays, sometimes on the weekends, I will do mini roster review sessions. I did one yesterday where basically I sit there. If you're a Patreon, all you need to do is put your ally code in, and I'll look at your stuff. If you're not a Patreon, you can donate. You don't have to, but if you put your ally code in, I will look at your stuff and answer any quick questions you have. It's something we offer for our Patreons and just people in general to kind of help answer. So people are like, am I ready for Padme? How's this team look for GAC? Little quick looks and stuff. Just general quick glances. People really love it. So if you would like to become a Patreon and get that benefit, that's another benefit of being a Patreon. So there you go. So that's it for all that. Again, OG Mac, if you have any questions, let me know, and we will get back into the gameplay. And it's now time for... Well, actually, we need to do some modding. So
it's time for you to be depressed.
It is time. We'll get your questions in because we're going to do questions. And then after we get done with all this stuff today, we're going to go do my GAC. So we're going to go right after this. We're going to do GAC. I will put it on YouTube for you guys. So let me put it back into the game. We just got a bunch of health mods, so let's go roll those and see what happens. I don't need to pull any mods today. We can just go for slicing.
Maybe you'll get some really good mods.
Well, let's not get crazy here.
Hey, there's an event for slicing today.
Yes, I just got a bunch of it. Yeah, I already did it on the stream, so we'll do that. So we're gonna go health mods first. I haven't pulled anything else. We'll sort by speed.
Really, maybe you'll get some good health mods for your 13.
Yeah, let's not get crazy here.
I'm trying to be optimistic, Ranger.
Well, you're wrong. Alright, let me
Hey,
look.
since they're health mods, try rolling them on Grievous.
Let me look here.
I mean, I specifically put on my tinfoil hat just for you, Ranger, today.
Let's see what happens. Did I not get any? Where are all the mods? Oh, there's some right there.
Hey, Saber Shark.
Could have sworn I had. I know I had some.
Also known as Cyber Shark.
Okay, that one's got speed, so we'll roll this one. Go all the way since it has 4 speed. Let's see what we get. Alright, it's 8 speed. It's a blue. Keep that. Let's check out these other 2. I got a purple. We'll just roll this to 3. Let's see here. Nope. Green. We roll it to 9. Alright, hit speed. Let's see what else happens. Defense and not slicing. It'll slice you eventually, but not right now. Alright, so we got that. Let's go to the circle. I think that's all that. So circle. We're looking for the mods. There's one. Okay, 3 speed on this. We'll roll it all the way. See what we get. Do we get any big hits? No big hits. I'm denied. Oh, God. I got one of the blue. Damn it.
Oh, hey, Ranger. Quick question for you, man. Are you doing your GAC today?
I just said that. Are you listening to the stream of what I'm saying?
I must have had my headphones off when you said it.
Yes, right after this we're doing GAC.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let's see, 3 speed. Was there anything else I had? Okay. Get out of here. Let's see, we'll do 9.
Always
9.
work on mods every day.
Yeah,
you know?
I do every day.
Do something with mods every day. That's pretty much the thing Ranger's talking about, is you can't neglect it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you end up neglecting it, you spend 4 days rolling all the mods that you've accumulated, only to be depressed for 4 days in a row.
Pretty much do something with mods every day.
Because that happened to me. I rolled probably maybe 200 mods. In 4 days. Got absolutely nothing.
Denied. Okay. I want 3. Nope. Anything else? I thought I had gotten a gold diamond out of this. That could have sworn. Huh. I need to find out where I'm missing stuff. That's all this crap that didn't hit. Yeah, there's a triangle I need to hit. Don't care about the arrow. Okay, it's a circle. Alright, so I need a circle and a triangle that I need to go back and get. Okay. Circle and a triangle. A triangle has some, there it is. Alright, it's crit damage. Let's see what we get. Of course I didn't hit speed. I never hit speed. Why would I hit speed?
Maybe they need to make this more entertaining. Do a Wheel of Fortune style mini game for slicing mods.
I mean, good lord.
Where it's doing the little Wheel of Fortune. That way you can see what you missed it by and have more depression.
Alright, I'm going to use my energy, so we're gonna go actually into the speed sets now, get rid of the health sets. I just want to get those in there and sold and taken care of. So, what was I working on? I can't remember if I had a mod that I needed to hit. Let's see. Looking for green. Let's see, anything on the bottom? No, nothing on the bottom. Nothing here that I really need to work on that has not hit. I'm just looking real quick. Those are all purple 10s. Anything on the upper echelons?
Hermit Fulcrum. Does Harry Carey promote any products to help with mod depression?
Yes, it's called a hot poker up your ass. If you're depressed, a hot poker will take that pain away immediately. With a new pain, hot poker up your ass. Alright, we'll see if we can get some new mods. Anything good? Alright, got a gold. Oh, that's speed. Alright, some crap there, but yeah. Alright, we'll do this. Get your questions in, guys. Well, as soon as I get done with this, we're going to do questions. Actually, we have to go through Malik. I think Malik's been our good luck charm, so let's go through Malik. I'm just going to go through Malik, Lord Malik, second only to our Lord and Savior Revan.
The biggest badass in the galaxy.
That's right. He roids. Let's see here. Do filter by speed. Okay. And then we'll scroll down. Well, first of all, let's sell all those 3s and 4s. I don't really... Only got 1 3, that's it? Well, I'll be damned. Only got 1 3. Okay.
Huh.
Oh. So, got some possibilities here.
Matrix, man.
I know, right? Go through
And for all the young people watching us that doesn't know what The Matrix is, that was a movie with Keanu Reeves.
All right, let's see if we can get something on this gold. All right, let's go. Speed. It hit speed twice. It hit 3 speed. Oh my God, it hit speed 3 times, but it was only 3. So I went from a 3 to a 9. I'll take it. Malik tried.
Better than none.
Yeah, Malik tried to help us. What's this one? Okay, we have a 5 speed green. Okay, this could be good. Please, Malik, I would love for this to hit some big stuff.
No whammy, no whammy.
All right, here we go. All right, we're going all in. Come on, Malik, help me out. No. Well, it's still green, so we can maybe get something later on. All right, let's see. We have some other mods here, so let's roll them up. We'll do 9. See if we get any speed. Nope. Arrow. It's accuracy, but then we'll roll, see if it hits anything. And 4 speed. We'll keep that. Alright, now we got some grays. Let's see what we get with the grays. We'll roll these to 12. Nope. Next one. Of course I get a 5 speed on the arrow. Bastards.
Hey,
you sons of bitch! Oh, God damn it.
I've seen them get up in the 20s on the arrows.
I know.
So you might end up lucking out on that one.
And now the game's being all foo-foo. Now the game's deciding to be foo-foo. It always does. Yeah, I know, right? As soon as I start rolling mods, it starts going crap, and then I have to restart from scratch. That's just awful. You know what? We'll see what's going on here. Let's get to some questions since I'm doing this. First question from Jason Krulik. Question: what are your thoughts on Bulldog's video? We already talked about that. Proper Catch question: do you think there should be a level of Patreon called Grande? That way we can say that we're a Grande patron.
But there's only one Grande.
There's only one big deal.
Everybody can be a patron. I gave everyone the title in game, so everyone can change their title in game to patron, so they can all feel just as good as me. Because everyone's a big deal.
Revenator question: now that Bulldog has exposed the cheating mechanic, how will Ranger win his GACs? As we all know, CG said Ranger is a cheater. Well, you know, that's true. I am a cheater. Maybe I should start just using the hacks because I haven't been using them. I'm a poor cheater, man. I suck at it.
He literally records every video he does.
I know, right?
Every GAC he does. There's no way, dude. I mean,
there's only a way for me to get away with it, Grande.
I get a bad feeling that there's going to be repercussions for what that video being up. We're going to end up seeing an influx of cheaters here pretty soon.
Now
the people that didn't know about it know about it.
Well, okay, so that's like saying that someone having knowledge and someone like voicing that there's a problem makes the problem worse. There's no way it makes it worse, man.
Yeah.
Now having knowledge of something does not make it worse. It just means you now have knowledge. Previously, you were ignorant. I mean, I can't ever. I mean, that's like a. I don't really think that argument holds a lot of water.
But But there are some things that are best left unsaid.
I can agree that you could say that there are some things that are best left unsaid, but something where people spend, tens of thousands of dollars potentially, and someone is cheating them out of an enjoyable experience, and them not knowing that someone is cheating against them or is potentially cheating against them is something that they should know about. I mean, why would you not want them to know about it?
So, 26 Rogues question on a defensive scoundrel team of Kira, L3, Vander, Chewie, and Ness. Who would be the best fit to help get Vander, Chewie prepared the fastest? Young Lando.
Young Lando.
He drops that. I don't even use Ness on that team. I got Young Han and Lando, and that team holds for me all the time. I mean, that team has had some crazy defense because they get to my back line, they're like, oh no. Without Ness, it's amazing. With Ness, it's even worse.
There's so many other teams that you can fight with just Ness by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Get extra banners.
Riverboy12 said, question, should CG go back and watch the movies? The Geos caught Padme and I can't use them tomorrow.
He's got a point.
That's fantastic. Jason Krillick, what is APK hacking? We already discussed that. Hermit Fulgrim says, question for...
something you don't do.
Yeah, don't do it. Hermit Fulgrim, question for Grande. When do you take over CG Carey's position? A well-deserved promotion for the pull boy.
Man, again, I think that... thank you. I appreciate the compliment and the vote of confidence. I think that there needs to be a larger discussion between the developers and the players about openness and honesty, and about what are the possible solutions.
All right, proper catch question. Did Ranger fall asleep in this past weekend's Jet Academy? Sounds like he was snoring at one point. I think I did pass out because that was when my back was really out. I had taken a bunch of pain muscle relaxers and some other things. I don't remember if I did, but I was kind of in and out there for a second. I was in a lot of pain, and I hadn't slept at all because I couldn't sleep. So it wouldn't surprise me if I passed out for a moment and did. Nathaniel Morgan question, what does it say about the state of YouTube when a large cop can ban any video they choose due to copyright with no evidence simply because the said video is bad for business?
Welcome to modern media.
Yeah, welcome to it, brother.
This isn't the, EA is not the only people doing it. Just put it that way. It's happening to all YouTubers.
Pretty much. All right. Next question. Shadowville at Grande Patron. The most important question is, how were the steaks last night?
Oh, dude, the steaks were epic, man. I cooked them to perfection. We were right at around 165 degrees. Then we let them rest for 3 minutes. The fillets were awesome. Everybody loved them. The grilled corn was amazing. My wife also made some excellent homemade fresh pasta to go along with it with a special. She made a real light creamy sauce to go on it. Mm-hmm. Guys, it was and a salad. It was awesome. Then we had, for dessert, we had some fresh watermelon. It was an amazing summertime meal for sure.
I like how at the start of that answer you turned into Chong from Cheech and Chong. They were awesome.
Oh
man.
They were, it was epic. It was epically good.
All right. Next question, Briaris Aegon question. Do you think those hacks work on mod slicing? I wish. If I could hack these stupid ass mods, I would, man.
Some of them do because they can freeze your creds at 999 million.
All I know is something, man.
But still, moral of the story: don't do it.
Yeah, you have to suffer through depression like the rest of us. All right, let me go back in here and get to where I was with the mod depression. So we're kind of doing mod depression and question time at the same time, kind of a new thing. Let me go back down here and roll the rest of these real quick. We'll get to some more questions. I got 3 more mods to do. Let's see if we get anything good. Go to 12, see if anything hits. All right, speed 5. Okay, we got one. Lord Malik is coming through for us today, big time. You gonna slice this? Let's see if we can get anything good. All right. Oh crap! It's got defense. All right, Malik, I need your help on this one, buddy. It's a 5 speed. We want this to hit. We don't want defense. Don't do defense or health or offense. So just get speed. Hit speed. Come on, please, God. Please, Jesus. Malik, please, God. And offense. Great. Don't you know why I try sometimes?
Did you try so hard, yet so far?
And at the end, it just doesn't really matter. Okay, that one. And then last one. Nope. All right, so we'll sell the rest. And let's get to some more. Oh, I got a blue one I need to roll. Okay. So sell those 3. We got to go to that blue diamond. It's a 4 speed on it. Let's see. All right, Malik. We've had a good run today. But if we can hit something big here, man, that'd be great. Let me find this blue. There it is. All right, here we go. Big hit. It's got 4 speed on it. Come on, give me a big hit here, Malik. Big hit. Big hit. No whammies. No whammies. No. You son of a. Well.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right, let's get to some more of these questions. All right, Matt Bailey question: who gets a Zeta and who goes to Gear 12 for Malik? Light side and dark side. So really, you just need.
You can ignore T3 and Giovanni.
You don't have to farm those characters. So I would say go in there with, Basila, Fallen Basila with your Revan, Darth Revan with a Zeta. That's really all you need. Karth, Mission, Zalbar, you want their Zetas for Darth Revan and for light side. You go in with who? You go in with Jolie, Basila, and then you got Mission and Zalbar. So you want those 2 Zeta. The Karth Zeta is pretty cool too. Just long term, it's just a great Zeta to have in general. But that's it. You don't need anything else initially. You don't even need the Fallen Basila Zeta for the dark side mission. If you're not beating it for some reason, you can add it. Just makes your Revan that much more beefy. Nick Merck question: get to buy Negotiator or save to see how Malevolence shakes out? What do you think they're going to? Should they keep working on Negotiator or save for Malevolence?
I would probably tell you at this point to just save it and hoard get 2. Don't spend on Malevolence. Don't spend on Negotiator. Let's wait until you can spend that currency faster than you can get it. You can effectively spend what you would get from 3 TBs in 5 days. So if you can spend it in 5 days, that means at worst you're only 5 days behind, and it takes you a month and a half to get that much. So save it all. Don't spend any get 2 at all.
I've been spending on Negotiator. I went all in on Negotiator. I'm going out. You know me, Grundy. Once I start a project, I don't stop. So I'm doing Negotiator.
Yeah, I'm not spending it on anything. Until
I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to need that stupid ship for light side. So,
I get a feeling we're going to need Negotiator for light side as well. But I also think that, the Malevolence is such. It is, the second most iconic ship next to the Millennium Falcon. When you think about it,
it's subjective, but I can see that.
Personally, I can see it being the Chimera's equivalent. I see that one being a legendary.
We'll see. Billy Gunn question: I have a guy on my shard who runs a GR with Gear 8 Padme, beats all our Gear 13 Sith Empire. Is this guy using APK? No way he should be beating us. I've reported him to Leviathan, but haven't heard anything yet. A Gear 8 Padme? Unless this other character's a Gear 13, I don't see how that's working. Against Darth Revan?
I don't see how it's working.
Yeah,
I don't see how it's working either. That's a freaking 8. That sounds... again, you got to look at the shard. You got to look at what they're running in that shard.
Yeah.
You got to look at the mods.
If they're beating Gear 13 Sith Empire, no way.
But to me, that
mods could change that.
It could, but Gear 13 Sith Empire...
Gear 13 versus Gear 8. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I think you'd have a hard time at Gear 10 versus Gear 13, let alone even with the correct counters, even with perfect modding. So I don't see this guy. I mean, think about it. The only way a Padme team, a G13 Padme team, beats a G13 Malik team is if the mods are really good and really well, curated. With poorly curated or without the mod depth, there's no way he's winning. And at Gear 8, there's no way he can get the health to turn into protection because he doesn't have G13,
right?
Which means he can't get six. We get him G12, which means he can't get 6E mods. So I'm going to tell you, it's almost impossible based on the team he just said.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that a player would know, but a developer might not know.
All right. Bone Jones 159 question. You see my video on how people are cheating in GA? Yes, we did. We already talked about that. Shaver Shark says, question, is Ranger doing GAC today? Yes, right after this. I will create an event on YouTube, so it gives about 10-15 minutes after this and we'll do it. Hermit Fulgrim, Ronan Zai says, question, is Stormtrooper Han a good stand-in for young Han the Kira Stalting? Absolutely. I used that character for a longest time on that team. He's a great character.
So what that's a super way to run that team and to put Nest on a different team and to basically just use Lando to keep the
prepared going.
Keep the prepared on Vandor Chewbacca.
We already did Hermit Fulgrim's question. Who !3 question. Signs abilities held by hatred. Is there any benefit to using it a second time once the cooldown is done, or is it better to save it till he dies, revives? Well, when you do it, it also resets his cooldown, so you could be it's based off circumstances.
You get 100% turn meter again, right? You get to go a second time. So
it's
potentially
refreshing his AoE and clearing all the debuffs off of him and stuff.
Yeah.
It is situational though, right? I mean, it's situational based on the team. If you've got a team that you know is getting ready to unload a bunch of DPS on him, I might tell you to save it, right? If he's under like half health, I'd probably tell you to save it.
Yeah.
But if he's sitting there, with 100% health and 25% protection, I'd probably and you're looking like you're going to do pretty good, but you're one turn away from getting his AoE back, so you can remove a taunt again. I'd tell you to do it.
Yeah, that's usually what I do when I'm fighting, the Jedi Knight Revan teams. Is they have all their tenacity up and GK's taunting, but he only has one turn left on his thing. I'm gonna pop it, and there go all the buffs.
Yeah. It just depends. I use it when I'm using Night Sisters. I'll see what they've got going on. Especially if I've got a cooldown for the AoE and Zombie's got a taunt showing, I'll be like, oh yeah, let me just do this and do this, bam, and then I can get my Annihilate off. It's situational, but yeah, you just have to understand the team and when to use it, and you'll be fine. I think that's it. Let me see if there's any more questions. I don't think there is. Maybe we'll do one or two more, but that's it. All right, we got two more questions, and then we're going to be done. Matt Bailey, question, Ranger. I really need you to stop rolling mods that you're going to sell all the way to 15. Bad, Ranger, bad. I don't really care, Matt Bailey. It's not like I'm hurting for credits, man. I just do it just for giggles, I don't do it for every mod, but, But when I'm in the zone, I don't care. It's not like I've got 144 million credits. It's not that bad. Homerphone question. Haven't spent any of my GAC currency. Where do y'all spend it on? I'm buying into those rare Gear 12s, the Gear 12 Plus pieces that I need. That's what I use it for. I know, Grundy, you kind of do the same thing, right?
What's that?
The Gear 12 Plus on GAC currency?
Yeah, from GAC.
Yeah.
Right. If it finishes off the piece, right, or if I'm really focused on a character and I see that, I will spend it.
Yeah.
I'm not right now. I am spending my GAC currency, but it has to be uber focus on my spending. It's like for me, I'll get these MK12s. Yeah, I'm not spending the Get 2. Potentially, that could come back to bite me if they put a character in GAC. But right now, I think we're still in the test mode on what's going on with GAC, and we just got a whole bunch more as far as problems and issues with potential cheating. I don't think they're going to put a character in there until they fix some of these issues.
Right.
I could be wrong, but it's a bet I'm making at the moment.
Oh, let's hope that you're right.
Science.
Like for me, I've been spending my GAC currency on the Gear 12 finishers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know, I've been having really, really bad luck farming from the nodes. So it's more depressing than mods when you spend 200 energy on that node and get like one piece.
All right. So I think that covers us today for everything. So yeah, so we're going to end the stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll shoot for 2:00 p.m. I'm going to do I'll do my GAC. So I'm going to end the stream here and we'll get set up. Grande, are you going to be able to join for GAC, or you got kitties and
Man,
stuff?
I'm going to try, but I got my wife just came home with the kiddos, so we'll see.
Yeah. Ignati, we don't need me to rant. Grande's already done it.
I don't feel like I was really angry about it. I just feel like, I also don't want to turn anyone off to joining the conversation. I value Grimm's opinion. I really do. I just feel like that we need more openness and we need more honesty, and they need to tell us if they have a problem. I would feel comfortable continuing to spend money if they would just be more open and honest with the community. And when somebody says, hey, here's a problem, they are punishing the whistleblower. And to me, punishing the whistleblower, punishing the person that raises their hand and says there's a problem and here's how the problem works, I think is just, it does a disservice to everyone involved. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to end it there. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys watching us. Give us about 20 minutes, 18 minutes now, and we'll get it set up. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you in a little bit. At 2 o'clock, I'll do the GAC, and then I'll be back tonight for some Battlefront 2 action. If you guys want to join us for that, always a fun time. So have a good rest of your day, and we will see you on the flip side. Peace.